What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksGamers.com. And if you tuned into Thursday Night Football this week, you were probably in for a treat because despite what the matchup on paper seemed to appear to be, a typical NFC East matchup between two teams that will probably struggle to be mediocre this season between the Giants and the Washington football team, it ended up with a really good matchup and a really good finish, especially to this game. A lot of different lead changes, quarterbacks making plays, quarterbacks having turnovers at inopportune times. But at the end of the game, it came down to a field goal from Washington, and they missed the first attempt before they got another opportunity doing an offsides call. But now, people are blaming the officials. The Giants are blaming the officials. They're saying, we have verified on video that this should not have been called, but a lot of people, including the NFL, are saying, no, it was the right call. We got a little bit of blame game going on, but it's interesting because this call is really, really close. Now, you can see here, I'll just show you a little bit of this last second field goal attempt that we had here. This will play for me. This is Dustin Hopkins kicking the ball. Time expires. He misses wide right. Not looking too excited, but they show on the replay that someone may have been offsides right there. And that person is Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence, who drew the ire of a lot of Giants fans after this because they had the game in the bag. The game was one time that expired, and then this offsides penalty gets called. Dexter Lawrence on offsides penalty. It cost the Giants a win. The refs call what they call. But now, as people are looking closer into this, see the headline from Outkick. Upon further review, game-losing penalty by the Giants was the wrong call. We have yet another time where we're sitting here looking at the officials who may have determined the outcome of this game. This was not the only bad call in this game. It was one of many. And to be honest, the first 2 weeks, well, the first week and one game that I've seen so far, I have seen a lot of bad calls, even on replay. Replay, which should be the easiest thing ever to get right, I've seen some really bad blown calls. I'm not sure what's going on, but the NFL has struggled with officials in the past. It seems like this is going to remain the same. At the tail end of the miscues by the New York Giants that cost them the win was an offsides penalty by Dexter Lawrence. Longtime Giants kicker Lawrence Tynes announced on Twitter that people inside the Giants organization confirmed that officials got the wrong call against Dexter Lawrence, sending Giants fans into a frenzy. Lawrence Tynes right here just confirmed with a Giants source that Dexter Lawrence was not offsides, according to coach's film. The refs missed it, and the Giants will get the obligatory phone call from the head of officials saying, sorry, we missed it. Hashtag Together Blue. That obviously got a lot of people upset. But that's not the end of the story because the NFL has come back and said that we stand with the call that we made. He was offsides. He should have been called that way. So now you have a lot of these people kind of fighting on social media because it is a close call. And I want to show that to you guys. Total Pro Sports again here is saying the slow-mo replay seems to show Dexter Lawrence wasn't offsides and the Giants got screwed. This is what I want you to take a look at. This is Alex Wilson. He says, yeah, Dexter Lawrence wasn't offsides. He just got the perfect jump on the snap. So this is his Twitter video where he slowed it down. Dexter Lawrence obviously in the middle. As soon as the center starts to move his hands, Dexter Lawrence moves. And this is when the ball starts. My interpretation of the rules is when the ball has begun to snap. It's not like you got to wait till the ball's out of the center's hands or anything like that. It seems like the absolute perfect jump when you look at it there. But someone replies, I love you, Alex, but you're wrong on this one. And he slows it down even more. So watch this. This is even more slowed down. That's really, really close. But honestly, if I'm looking at it, even if I think maybe he started, maybe Dexter Lawrence started a microsecond sooner than the center started moving, was he actually over the line by that point? That's the question. The Giants are saying no. The Giants are saying he was not offsides. The NFL screwed us out of this. We've seen this happen before. We saw what happened to the Saints years ago. And now we have this event on Thursday Night Football, week 2 of the NFL. But I did want to point out that this was not the only bad call of the night. This has been a theme, in my opinion. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Now, we have the Washington football team running back right here. He's trying to break it out. He's got some open room in front of him, and he seems to stumble. He stumbles over his own feet, definitively. He stumbles over his own feet, right? And then he jumps forward because he hasn't been touched. And people are like, oh, well, maybe he tripped over someone's feet. Maybe something like that happened. Novak says the call will stand. And people are like, that's weird that the call will stand. Because when you look at this replay, and I'll even slow it down for you, this isn't even the best angle. He tripped over nothing. His hand never touched him. His feet never touched him. And I wish they would have gave us the right angle on this, but it was clear and obvious that he never got touched. It was horrendous. It was terrible. Because everybody knew he didn't get touched. Look, he jumps forward at the end. The Giants player jumps on it because he knows he never got touched. So it's just one of many questionable calls in this game, and does go to show that not ESPN, that the NFL still has an official consistency problem. They get most calls right. Give them credit. They get most calls right. But at the end of the game, things like that, those are major deals. And even obvious blown calls need to be taken care of in a different way. How do you get that wrong on replay? From every angle, you can tell this dude was not touched, yet they said the call stands. So I don't know if it's the way they're trying to interpret through these rules or whatever, but the officiating still lacking in the NFL. But let me know your thoughts about all this. Do you think the Giants got screwed over? Do you think that it was the officials' fault that they that they blew that call when he called him offsides when he really shouldn't have been? Let me know in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.